Right. Back to the voice. We've got a few shots left to finish off. We'll just have a quick recap, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start a new video for the interior scene here because it's quite a different approach. So I've just got a few basic basketball shots left. If you've been watching the whole thing through, you'll see that I've focused on working in shot groups. So I've tried to, do all of the stuff in front of the wall, do all of this stuff. Then I've left the basketball shots until last because they're actually the least interesting. Is the truth. They're pretty basic, and they don't carry the look as strongly as other ones. So throughout, I've been copying and pasting looks across where appropriate. That's absolutely fine. Provided that it works for your shot. If you're doing that for the sake of it, then that's obviously wrong. But if it's a good fit for what you've got, that's absolutely fine. And if you want to go ahead and just tweak what you've got down there, that's a very good and efficient way of working, and this is all about working efficiently. So don't feel as though you're somehow not allowed to copy looks across from one shot to another. I mean, some people get a bit funny about that to begin with. But the truth is, it's not a bad thing, provided that you do it appropriately, not just as a shortcut. So we're just going through, we're getting the nice skin tones, we're getting nice clean shadows, we're getting the green. There we go, let's see if we can find anything else that we've worked on for this shot. That's great. See, that's pretty good, that's nice and efficient, the skin's good, these green bars are good. I might just be tempted to bring that up a smidge, and then bring up the shadows, and maybe just bring the whole thing up, make it nice and bright and colourful, and that's great. That's another good one. Okay, the shadows here are a little bit fierce. So we're probably going to bring those up, and then we're going to bring the offset down to compensate. What we don't want is we don't want kind of big areas of kind of solid black in the background. In fact, that hasn't worked, so let's do this one from scratch. It's kind of a hazy looking shot, this one, so it's difficult to get a proper kind of contrast out of it, but we'll keep going. There we go. Now that's actually looking pretty solid to me. We've got this red to take care of in the background, and that's easy. And then I think I'll just use a curve to get the yellowy greens to a more blue green that we've been using throughout. So there we go. And that's looking pretty solid to me. Same here. I think I just need to bring the blacks down a little bit. There we go. He's looking a little bit orange, so we can just, I think, there we go. Maybe just bring the colour there back under control. It's a little bit glowing. Nice, there we go. Excellent. Right, we've got highlights on the top of that shirt which are getting out of control. So we just want to try and bring them back. There we go. And I'll just bring that blue channel back under control as well. Cool, excellent. Right, now we've got this final shot left, and then we can move on to the interior scene. And that's all been really good so far. So, I hope we've learned a lot by watching this. I'm just going to sort out this final shot, and that could be as simple as a middle click. There are some similar shots. There we go. Nope. Okay, this one needs to be done from scratch. Fair enough. Just be careful not to get the tarmac to be a funny colour. Cool, and now I will just make sure that we keep the rims of these shoes under control as well. As I said before, artificially coloured fabrics and plastics can go a bit mental when we're increasing saturation like this. And this is a classic example. And because we want strong colours, but they are clipping and everything, so we're just going to bring them back under control a bit. There we go. Excellent. Cool. So we're now at first pass. There are still plenty of things to do. You might see that I've put a few flags down. I've put yellow flags down for come back to it in second pass. I put some cyan flags down if I need to do any animation or keyframing later on, and we'll see if that's necessary for this shot, because I was just a little bit worried about the grey area in his cap, although I don't think that bugs you too badly in this shot now that I look at it. We need to take care of this shot because the lighting changes. It gets a little bit duller over here, and this shot as well. And this one, we just need to make sure that the lighting remains the same throughout the shot. But we'll come back to that in the second pass. So in the second pass, what we're going to do is we're going to go through and just get our fine match sorted. But before we do that, we're going to move on to the interior scene. And we will do that in the next video. So click on through to the next lecture once you're ready.